Hey everyone, welcome back to another Shave and Chat brought to you by the one and only Razor Company. Today we're going to be using one of my absolute personal favorite soaps. And there's none other than Copalli from PAA or Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. For those that have watched my channel at all or seen me on any of the groups, you know that Copalli is one of my absolute favorites. It's top one, top two scent of everything I have. The reason why is, so let me read you the scented description here. The scent profile is black copal forward with a kiss of Palo Santo, ethereal, aromatic, resinous, ambrosial, and balsamic. So like I said, it is not like anything else I've smelled in any soap that I own. Anytime I've gone to any of the shave shops, I've not smelled anything like it. It's unique and I absolutely love it. So a couple of years ago, I spent a lot of time in Phoenix for work years ago, and there's surprisingly a lot of cool stuff to do in Phoenix that's very family friendly. So took the family, went to Phoenix on a vacation. While I was there, I figured, hey, I'm in the area, I'm gonna hit up some local shops, some of the local artisans. Contacted PAA. On the razor is the TRC aluminum razor. Love this thing. Brand new Persona blade, using a Craving Shaving brush. Everything's whipped up in my HC&C bowl. So anyway, I reached out to PAA and asked if they had a showroom. And Douglas responded, don't have a showroom because they're not actually in Phoenix. They're in Casa Grande, or Casa Grande. But he did say, if you're in the area, give us a heads up when you want to come down, and we'll be sure to be here and we can, show you around. So I looked at the calendar for the vacation, found a day that I could go down. Casa Grande from Phoenix, where we were staying, is only like a 40-minute drive. So I went down and I visited PAA. They graciously, opened the doors, let me in, because they don't have a showroom because Casa Grande's a small town. But they kind of showed me around a little bit, showed me the back end where all their soaps are stored, things are made. Had a good chat with Douglas and Fran about different things, wet shaving and scents and kind of how he got started and how Fran got started with scents and all that. So it's really cool. And while I was down there, Copalli hadn't released yet. And there's a pass around going in one of the groups. I wasn't able to get on that pass around. So I said, hey, I need to smell this soap. So he got a tub, pulled it out, and you pulled out a tub, let me smell it. And I said, okay, I need this. I want it, I need this, this is amazing. So I was able to pick up Copalli right away. And to this day, it's still one of my absolute favorite scents. There's not many that I'll replace once I see that ring of death starting. Copalli's one of those. It's definitely over halfway gone. It needs to be replaced soon. Just because it's close. And surprisingly, my wife, not surprisingly, but luckily, my wife loves it as well. One of her favorite scents. So I get zero complaints when I wear it. Another interesting fact is Douglas and I share birthdays. So I always use Copalli on my birthday. It's one that I've used a few times on my own channel. It's one that sees pretty heavy rotation just because it's so good. And the CK6 formula, it's only available in CK6. If it were available in regular CK1, that wouldn't be bad either. Both are great bases. Creamy, very slick. PAA is one of my absolute favorite artisans. love the majority of their scents. I say majority because I don't love all of them. But who can say they love everything that everyone puts out, right? All right, so that part went down very fast. Just a 2 days growth on the base of the head. Has a few more days. With the beard, I kind of get lazy with shaving. I don't always shave my head every day. And because there's so little stuff on my face to shave, I generally shave like every other day. But work has been incredibly busy lately. Long hours, very stressful. So sometimes when I get off of work, I'm just mentally spent, and time, even though kids are in school, they're going to bed earlier now, and by the time I get them to bed and everything, it's like, all right, I need a little bit of time to kind of just chill to myself or with my wife. And you know, you watch like an episode of something on TV, like, oh crap, I should probably shower. You get done, it's like 10 o'clock, like, nah, I'm not gonna shave, it's too late, I gotta get up at our 7 a.m. meeting tomorrow, so, and I'm just gonna go straight to bed. So I've gotten a little lax on some of the shaving I've been doing lately. But this stuff never fails. If you watched my last video for the razor company, I used this on the head for a head shave, a little hat-to. I think I had about some of that growth. And again, took it down, no problem. Then I was using a slightly older blade. You can already tell this is going down easy. The zero resistance, the soap, the base is phenomenal. You have not used CK6, highly recommend it. If you see a scent from PAA that you're interested in that only comes in CK1, CK1 is no slouch. It's also a phenomenal base. One of the very first soaps I purchased was CK1 base from PAA. Highly recommend PAA, one of my favorite artisans. There's a lot of stuff in that sink. Hope everyone is having a fantastic week and has some good fun weekend plans coming up. With fall approaching, I'm very much enjoying the cooler weather. It's been hot here. And even though I live in a desert, it's been pretty humid as well. A lot more humid than we're used to, that's for sure. Probably should fill up my sink. Apologies for the running water. Generally, I don't have so much running water when I'm shaving both head and face. But I forgot to fill up my sink beforehand. And it has this little leak, like that it doesn't seal all the way. Not sure why. Brush I'm using is Soothsayer from Craving Shaving with a 26mm Duro knot that was available from PAA at one point. Still one of my absolute favorite knots. But it is unavailable now. I don't know what happened to it, but the supplier that they were using for this knot just kind of went incommunicado. And Charles from Craving Shaving is currently not making any brushes. However, PAA is still making this soap. So another thing with Copalli is I like this one so much, as I mentioned, that, you know, PAA does their seasonal. They'll discontinue products, scents, and then bring them back after a little while. I have gone so far as threatening Douglas just showing up at his doorstep, should Copalli ever be on that list. I've actually done it a few times. Because like I said, it is just that good. At least in my opinion, I absolutely love it. I have the splash, I have the beard oil, I have a t-shirt. Like I said, this is one that I smelled and I instantly knew I had to have it. I got my mole in my head. A little bit of buffing on this. Here's the base of my head, base of my skull. Just because that's always a little more challenging. And you know, people ask for recommendations for artisans. Anytime I see a recommendation for anything PAA, looking for like their first scent or a fall scent or a spring scent or whatever, this is always, always my number one recommendation. Copalli. Cad's a fantastic standby. You can't go wrong with Cad, especially if you like the smell of Barbasol, not Barbasol, yeah, Barbasol. I like the smell of Barbasol. Cad's a phenomenal one too. The razor company has a lot of offerings from PAA. Highly recommend checking them out. But seriously, if you can only get one scent, my recommendation is Copalli. It's my personal favorite from them. It smells unlike anything else I've ever used. Which to me is it's part of the draw. You know, it's not a dupe of this scent or that scent. It's definitely its own thing. And I love that about it. It's unique. And you know, you have unique scents from artisans that smell like other scents from other artisans, and that's fine because everyone has their own take on things. So it makes things fun, and the base has an effect on the scent as well. And that's part of the fun as well. I mean, you can have a fougere that smells amazing from this artisan and good from this other artisan because the base affects it. And of everything that I've smelled, I mean, I've gone to numerous shops all over the country, numerous shave shops all over the country, and I've yet to smell anything as amazing as Copalli, as unique as Copalli. Very few scents have I smelled in a tub on the first whiff going, okay, I need this. This is one of them. That was a fantastic shave. Head is baby but smooth. Feels really good. Neck feels great. Cheeks aren't too bad. That was a fantastic shave. So again, thank you for joining me for the shave and chat. We'll finish off with a little bit of the Copalli splash. Don't need to use witch hazel because there's witch hazel in the splash here. I like their bottles too. I like the other flat kind of rectangle. The restrictor on this one could be a little bit smaller. I gotta be a little bit careful on that one. Oh, I also have the EDP for Copalli. Beard oil EDP. Splash shirt. And like I said, it's one of my absolute favorite scents. There's one other that maybe edges it out just slightly, but that's because it's my wife's favorite scent. Oh my gosh. This is like my favorite. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. That's really close. Get a close up of the face there. Anyway, thank you all again for tuning in. to this wonderful shave and chat brought to you by the Razor Company. Links for the products will be below in the description. Hope you all had a great time, and I'll catch y'all next time.